Hi and welcome to a violin tutorial. Today I will talk about the bow hold. There are two main bow holds. One is called the Russian bow hold and the other is called the Belgian bow hold. The Russian bow hold is something like this. The hand sits a bit higher on the bow, the fingers are more together and the overall hand shape is tilted towards the left. The Belgian bow hold, on the other hand, is more downwards on the bow. The fingers are more distributed, equally distributed from each other, and the shape is more natural in a way. It's not too much tilted. Now, a few tips to achieve a good bow hold. You have to be careful of your pinky. The pinky sits on top of the bow and the shape of the pinky should be slightly curved, not something like this. This causes tension in your bow and your bow will likely to shake while you play. Also, another important thing is the thumb. Again, as the pinky, the thumb should be natural shaped, something like this, and not something like this. This looks really unnatural and will cause also your bow to shake. You can think of the hand shape as you're thinking that you're doing a handshake with somebody. Normally your hand is very relaxed while you do the handshake and not something like this, like a cartoon hand something. So pay attention to these two fingers, which are, in my opinion, the most important, the thumb and the pinky. One other aspect that you might want to think about is the wrist. The wrist should be a little bit downwards and slightly relaxed. Do not push it upwards, as this will block your weight of the hand and you can't achieve a powerful sound and a nice elastic sound.
Let's practice the bow hold together. If you are a violist, it is exactly the same, so you can just follow us. We start with the thumb, slightly curved, and bring your thumb underneath the bow. Place your thumb between the frog and this letter part. Then put your index finger on this letter part and do not squeeze. Think as your finger is resting on the bow. Then place your middle finger, upper part of the frog, then the ring finger to the next. At this moment, you will see that your fingers are covering the frog. Then drop your pinky where you feel most natural. Again, do not squeeze. If your fingers are distributed well and place your thumb at the right place, your bow is already secured, so you don't need to worry about dropping the bow.
As a practice, you can also choose to practice with a pencil, and that way you can practice wherever and whenever you want. First, you have to relax your hand, do a little bit of shakes, and then you place it on the bow or the pencil. Be careful of the pinky to be nice and curved, and also the thumb likewise to be curved outwards and not something like this. Essentially, if your hand looks something like this, it's not good, or like this. This is also not good because the pinky is straightened up and tensed. So essentially you want to have a nice round hand all the time. You can do a small practice exercise, which is kind of like a dancing with the fingers exercise. You can move your pencil up and down using your pinky mainly, then your index finger and your thumb, while keeping your wrist at the same position. You can do sort of like a circular motion, like an 8. And when your pinky is straightened like this, it not only tenses your hand, but also locks the pinky and all the other fingers, so you can't do this flexible motion anymore. Because when you play the violin, your fingers need to be able to react fast and be flexible to every motion that you want, whereas if they are like this, they will be locked and it will be harder for you to bow. So these are my few tips for a good bow hold. Hope to see you soon for another video on violin tips.